I got a job, first of all, in the Vancouver area. I got a job in the child care, as a child care teacher, because I had been trained to be a teacher. And it was a good job too, but it didn't pay anything. It paid less than $1 an hour, and it was an 8-hour job. And Bill said, "You're not just not making enough money, you better get a job in the shipyards." So I applied and I got a job in the shipyards. Everybody that worked in that shipyards got $1.20 an hour, except, and I always want to emphasize this because it makes me so angry, the people who were working around asbestos were doing dangerous work. Quote, dangerous work. So they got $1.40, 20 cents more for endangering themselves with that kind of work. They were wrapping the pipes with this asbestos. I got a job as a carpenter and joiner, and I put insulation on the deck heads and the bulkheads. And
were you unionized also, or was
well, yes, I was under a permit, however.
Okay.
The carpenters didn't let us join the union. And I wasn't what you call conscious. I wasn't a feminist at that time. And it didn't faze me that because I had a union book, I had paid dues into the union, but I only had a permit. And this insulation was kind of nasty stuff, and the reason we got the job was because it was nasty.
And what year did you join?
The union?
Yep.
Let's see, Marge was about 1. She was, I think it was 42.
42.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, 42, at the end of 42 maybe, I don't.
Okay. But this job working at the defense plant, what year was that?
I was working in the shipyards.
Okay.
I was putting insulation and on the deck heads and the bulkheads in the shipyards.
Okay.
And we worked on the Liberty ships, and we worked on the C2s. We worked on the outfitting dock. The ways were where they built the ship. And then it would get its christening and go down the ways. And then it would come over to us, and we outfitted it. Now, there were times when it was so hot that, you know, we couldn't stand to our feet on the plates, the deck plates.
Yeah.
Sometimes, one time, I went into a boiler, into a sort of a furnace room or a boiler room. We couldn't stay in there much over a minute or so. Maybe not even that, maybe. And, oh, you're letting some light in. So we'd have to go out and let somebody else. Say we'd go inside and take a measurement, go out and cut it, and somebody else would go put it in or something. It was very, very hot. Then there were times when it was so hot, so cold. And there was one year where they had to close the shipyards down. It was so cold that they couldn't, and it was true up here in Seattle as well as Vancouver. It was miserably cold.